AJ.
A twist.
It's Rap Attack.
Yeah, Chief, you know what it is, man. It's Rap Attack official with your boy AJ Showtime.
You got DJ Twisted, man. We got a legend in the building right now, Tommy Davidson, man. Hey, yo.
The icon, man. Tommy Davidson, what's going on, bro?
I made it. I made it to Baltimore. Yeah, I made it to Baltimore.
Man, did you miss me?
Did you? You make the catfish delicious. You know that?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Who can take the children? I can't do that too much, though.
Hey, well, one thing's for sure, man. You teach us how to get to the yams. You know what I'm saying? And you're
Yeah,
still doing
man.
it well.
Let me get to the yams.
You know? So,
Yeah.
as far as
Speaking of which,
yeah.
right? You heard the news, right? The show me and Martin got, the Varnell Hill show.
Speaking of which,
We was gonna bring that
going to
up.
get to that, but now
Because we thought it was a rumor.
Nah, it's
Yeah,
real.
it's real?
It's real. We shot it. We shot 8 of them.
Wow.
They came out. Well, I don't know how they came out yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm getting calls. You know, we've seen the editing and it looks beautiful and this, that, and the other thing. You know, so, you know, I've been calm. You know, because I already know I went in there.
So
know.
what is going to be called, the actual Varnell
It's
Hill
called
show?
Varnell.
Okay.
Okay.
It's called Varnell. Yeah.
All right, so it's a spinoff.
Yeah, it's a spinoff. And, you know, me and Martin got together probably after like 15 years.
That's
15
dope,
years.
man.
And then we hadn't seen each other. We hadn't been in camera together since the show was out.
Oh,
So
man.
that was like 25 years ago or more. 26.
That was
maybe
legendary,
27
man.
years ago. But Kid called me. Kid from Kid and Play.
Mm-hmm.
And we was mad because there's no black talk show host.
Right.
But this is about 5 or 6 years ago. So, and we was like, you know, "Damn, Jimmy this and Jimmy that and that, you know, how we going to get talent on TV like we used to have on Arsenio and all that stuff if we got, you know, all these white hosts, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Kid said, hey, man, why don't you do that talk show host that did the Varnell? Why don't you do Varnell, man? You know? And I was like, that would be a good idea. And it was like, I don't know if y'all too young to remember the Mikey commercial with the cereal, right?
No,
Mike,
yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, well, you call Martin. He was like, no, you call Martin. You call Martin. No, you call Martin. No, you call Martin. No, you call Martin. Because Martin's bad boying and around the world and doing his thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I said, I call him. You know, because we came out to L.A. Came out to L.A. at the same time, you know. And Kid came a couple of years later. So I called him and I told him, hey, man, we think it would be a good idea, this, that, and the other thing. And there was a little hesitation. He said, man, you know what that would be? That would be the bomb, though. Yeah, all right. Call my brother. Because his brother do all the stuff. I called his brother probably about a year later. He said, okay, let's get into this. And it took 5 years for us to do it. I think it was two bad boys in between it.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? So, you know, $300 million later, you know, and his brother's about his word and his sister too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, you ready to do that? And I was kind of like, you know, a little bit, are you sure? You know, and it's like, come on, let's go. And let me tell you something, man. When I got to that, I'll tell you this. When I got to the first table read, I couldn't read. Like I froze. It was like, it was too much. I just had to really realize how much this guy loves me, man. Because I couldn't have set up a better situation for me. Because here I am with all the actors around me, right? And all of the people that are in the crews have worked with me for the last 35 years because I worked in everything. But I never had a star in one.
Right. So now with the Varnell Hill, even though it was supposed to be like a TV talk host, it was rumored it was based off of Donnie Simpson a little bit. Is that true?
You know what? I would say so. I would say you can say that's true because Donnie was the first one.
Yeah.
That kind of took DJs to the camera.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then there was what was it? Donnie Simpson's what was the show he did?
Arsenio.
Oh no, what was it? Donnie Simpson show he did?
Video Soul.
Video Soul,
Yeah, hey,
yeah.
Donnie Simpson, Video Soul. You know, but I knew him back when he was with Disco 93. He was with Disco 93, WKYS Disco 93.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, and that was back in probably like around 83. Not even that. It was like probably like 81.
Wow.
You know, so I know him from that far back. But yeah, it was that type of jockey.
Okay.
Yeah, it was so, you know, but Donnie ain't phony like Varnell. Varnell phony. Yeah. Yeah, Varnell, man. Come on there.
But take us back to the beginning, like as far as even for that character to come about on that Martin episode and to be one of the standouts, to have a returning character. You, David Allen Greer, Reverend Lonnie Love. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Yeah.
Those were some of the most iconic characters that played a part in Martin.
Yeah.
So even how did that role even come into play with you guys?
You know, we had an incident. It wasn't an incident. How that show happened, I was on Living Color. He was on Martin. Living Color was first. One of the writers, white boy, wrote a sketch. And he was telling Martin's show, hey, man, y'all need to have Tommy for this because he worked for us. So he said, man, Tommy the only one who could do this, Joe. You know, that's when I met Bentley. So I came in, did it. They were like, okay, we're going to do this as a show. I mean, we're going to do this as an episode. Matter of fact, we're going to do 2 because we think this is going to be all right? So when I got there, Mar was already settled in, you know, like ready, right? So he was like kind of talking a little smash a little bit, you know. Hope you're ready for this and blah, blah. I said, I got my own show, man. He said, yeah, but this is my show, though. I was like, all right, man. You know, it's like probably Isaiah talking to Jordan or like, you know, Kobe talking to Magic or whatever, like that kind of thing, right? So when it came on, finally when we went to it, I said, okay, well, you know, I'll do my style, you do your style, and let's just go. So he did Martin style, and I did it in Living Color Varnell style. You know, and ain't nothing come out on the script that was in the script.
But the swing vote was Miss Jerry, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Miss Jerry was the swing vote.
Real talk, man.
Miss Jerry was the swing vote.
Yes. And you know, the thing I love about Varnell is it raised people.
Yes.
It was in y'all living room.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a little bit older than I think sometimes. You know what I mean? I'm 62, which makes me 110 in white man age. But you know, I forget that, like, even when he was a little kid, he was watching Martin. And Varnell was like coming on all the time. So he's like, man, this is big to me. You know what I mean? And I never considered that because I'm on my railroad tracks too with my life doing what I'm doing. But not only that, the Proud family too.
Right.
So the Proud family, man, that's their joint. There's some new ones, but that raised them. You know, so anybody from like, how old are you? 21. Anyone from 21 to 28 to 45 and 50 couldn't have missed me.
Right.
Real talk.
I mean, did you miss me? You know, I mean, you know, that just worked out that way, didn't it, man? Because it's not the only thing that I did. You know, I did Proud Family, Booty Call, Woo, Strictly Business, Bamboozled, I did every cartoon voice before everybody knew. I was doing Ren and Stimpy and all kind of stuff. I've been on everybody, you know, Malcolm and Eddie, you know, just on and on and on.
Man.
You know, and I say that to say what a lucky person, you know. Well, what a blessed person, because it was a lot of work. And the hardest work was believing that it was going to happen. You know, I found out that I don't have no problem with faith until I got to actually have it.
That's real.
And that's when it's hard.
That's real.
When I'm in there and nobody's there, you know, and I'm the one that got to do the believing, that's when it's hard. You know, but the more you get shown, the more you feel an equilibrium towards the actions taken to get it. Like, I'll make it like a dribble drills. You know, you want to be a point guard, better do them dribble drills. because you got to move the rock all over the place. But you're not going to be able to think because it's all in your eyes. You got to see the court, the whole thing. So handles are like essential for a point guard.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you got to be able to come down, and it's like go at the ball. It's a natural, it's a natural thing, And so for us, it's the same thing too. And it doesn't matter here, ain't nothing happening unless you know that board, unless you know the engineering, unless you know the stuff. Ain't nothing happening until that's second nature to you. Something happened and that ain't working at all. You got to make it work somehow. So it's the same. I found out that they're all related. They're all related, and if you look close enough, and a lot of distractions out here, you may miss that blessings are a reward of faith and hard work.
Twist?
You dropping them jewels over here, man.
I mean, that's me, though.
Right.
It's crazy, man.
Somebody else come, that ain't true, though. What do you say, though? Everybody, everybody, you can read 110 comments from somebody on the couch in Buffalo on the porch. Well, I ain't never liked him. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I think Martin, you know what I mean? Yeah. Somebody who, just now finished a bus route. Let me, let me, you know what I mean?
Right,
you know what I mean? But you got to be in it. You got to be in it to know it.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
speaking of all the characters you played, right? My favorite was Cream Corn.
Oh, man.
So listen.
I forgot about Black Dynamite, though.
Black Dynamite.
Yeah. I'm running things. I'm running things.
Can you
see us? That's the one right there, boy.
Yeah, man. That was
Smush Frat.
I was going to ask you. Can you do the whole Dinah scene where you?
Man, I can, but it's early.
Like, can I take your order?
Yeah. Give me 2 sausages, two sausage patties, 2 hot dogs, split them down the middle, a bologna, take that, split that, smush fried. That's about as far as I can go. Probably got it wrong, but I love watching people do it.
That was classic.
I love watching people do it. It's a little less room in here for memory, because it's man. I'm like
man, but you got them classic lines,
man.
Though, man.
It's this
going down in history for your lines.
You think
man.
that Brady got
running things?
Yeah, running things. You know what I'm saying? So he ran as soon as you seen him,
right?
But I have you farting through silk. Ah! And then next thing he jumping over the roof in curlers.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? And then the cartoon happened. Did you see the cartoon?
I saw the cartoon.
Oh my God, the cartoon was the bomb.
Mm-hmm.
The cartoon was the bomb, man. So I'm just happy. I'm happy I have an impact on the whole thing, and I can enjoy everything. Like, because I seen a lot before a lot of people blew. See?
And I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
Martin, Dave Chappelle, Earthquake, all you guys from D.C. Getting big around that time. Now, Dave Chappelle just had his comedy special. And he made his comments in terms of like being canceled almost for his comedic views. Is it hard for you to still do your stand-up and appreciate the job that you do without worrying about censorship?
Yeah. No. We asked Dr. J about his dunking and you don't know the answer. You know what I mean? Like, took a while, right? But his skills never changed, right? And Cooper go up, try to block it, and he said, here you see, and now you don't. And finally got his thing now. So it's really being in the craft. And what choices you make, because it's comedy is subject based. Music is for the heart, right? Comedy is for the mind. So you bringing up subjects that are funny, but that might not be funny to him, and that might not be funny to him. So you're really way inside of who you are, And I've always been able to run my office more like magic. There's not really one, one type of person that can take this comedy. A lot of people can take this. You know, you know, you better go over there, man. You know, there's a whole lot of, you know, did I say stop it, man? Huh? You know, didn't I say stop it? You know what I mean? So, like, you know, there's all these different avenues. You know what I mean? The white guy chewing a little piece of gum like that, and you're like, you know what I'm saying? What are these anyway? Where are we putting those? You're like, that looks delicious. You know, he is getting on it. These should be here. Those things should be, you know, you want to go, is that a chiclet? Is it a piece of, you know, a remaining small piece of bubble yum? What's going on here? Because you are getting it. All right, I'll take a look at that. I'll definitely take a look at that. See, so it's where you're coming from.
Right.
So fortunately, I've never had a problem with where I'm coming from comedic wise. I've had some conclusions about my own observations. So probably the preceding last 10 years, comedy has really been based on what is a comic looking for? What kind of result are they looking for from their audience? Is it a laugh or ain't it? Right? So mine is it's a laugh, right? So that's a whole nother category, right? To get a whole room of people to laugh, you know, that's another kind of skill. But to get a whole room of people to go, ooh, you know, that's another skill too.
Right.
So you're talking about two different things. You're talking about something that elicits joy and happiness in a millisecond. And then you're having another thing that, well, you know, it's not me, so I can kind of just feel it, you know, but I know that hurts someone. That doesn't hurt me personally, but wow, that was risky. You know, it's like, wow, he's edgy, you know. He's got so much edge, you know.
Let's talk about a viral clip that's going around right now.
What is it? A viral clip that I know of?
All right, so it's an old clip.
Tell me.
It's an old clip.
Yeah, which one?
It was
I find out every day.
When you saw Wanda for the first time.
Oh man. That was the first time seeing her though.
Yeah.
In real life.
Exactly. So they actually recording the show, and he comes out from the blind date and see Jamie Foxx dressed as Wanda for the first time.
So we never saw him. You know, he was going to do something. You know, we knew he was coming out, but they never showed it to us until they were shooting it.
His reaction
so when he hit the corner, there was the sketch. You know, but then also something real happened in there. Something real happened in there too.
He tried to beat him.
He tried to pull my drawers off.
No, I was going to say that. I was getting ready to say that because that was the part that was missing. That he tried.
You saw that?
Yeah, he tried to grab him.
No, he didn't try to grab him. He tried to rip him off, man. And I'm holding on to him.
The legs was flying.
Yeah, my legs is flying, and
the legs was flying.
He went down to the ground, if you don't remember, like trying to rip up, but there was nylon. It was Speedos. If that was drawers,
it'd have been gone.
Yep. It'd have been gone. It'd been over. So I was ready to punch him in his mouth. No, seriously. I was like, okay, let him call cut because I'm busting your face, right? And something hit me before I did it. I was like, no, don't do that, man. This might end up being something. You know, and just like I thought, it turned out to something. But if I didn't know about that Lucy scene in I Love Lucy, where she and her girl were eating that chocolate,
right?
I wouldn't have known that. But I said, this might end up being like that. Knowledge of self. You know, yeah. So, yeah, bring the questions. I like it.
No doubt.
Yeah. But Black Dynamite was another film that I just stuck with. Like my boy came over, he was like, man, he had a 20 millimeter or whatever, and we shot that thing with clothes from the thrift store.
Wow.
You know, and then finally it became a movie. You know, so things...
That's a classic.
Things will start out one way, and don't expect them to stay that way.
Yeah.
If you just know it can change. Like me, for example, I wanted to get into the music industry, right? Took me 7 years to decide where am I going to get into the music industry. You know, Eddie did party all the time. Jamie did blame it on and all this. I ain't even one of them kind of styles. You know what I mean? If I go into hip hop, you know, I ain't trying to shoot nobody. You know what I mean? I ain't, you know, I ain't got no grill. You know, I ain't got none of that, right? Do I go to pop radio with what's her face, white girl that's married to the Kansas City dude?
Well, Taylor Swift.
Am I going to go into that? How much money you got? What you got to check? You got enough of a check to do that, right? Am I going to go to rock? So I had a little dilemma. The dilemma was, what am I going to do? Well, I had to do an assessment of the situation, right? A breakdown, right? So I said, listen, I can do them all, and I can do them all good. You put it in front of me, I'm like, that's what I do. I'm an entertainer. You give it to me, I can do it. And I know that's my skill set, right? Mm-hmm. But you can't do any of that unless you find a door in, right? So I went into smooth jazz because I could do it really, really good. I can fit in it. I can get something high quality to the listener. You know what I mean? And plus there's social media and stuff like that. So at least it'll be alive. At least the music will be around, because what's the key for music? The listeners. Mm-hmm. So if the listeners are knowing that I'm doing that, then they're going to come to me in this world, right?
Also, it lives.
It lives. So it's just one of those things where, you know, I got a grip of beautiful music, but it's meant for the people who are hearing it. And if it's meant to go bigger, it will. You just got to give some things time.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's quality, though. Just like with that moment with Cream Corn.
Oh, Cream Corn, yeah.
It's a quality moment.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
That scene, the way that scene is written that everybody got a chunk. That scene, if you see it on a piece of paper, you'll be like, man, this is something. Mm-hmm. You know, I even had more lines than that. You know, Asclepius' staff. You know, when he had the staff and this whole Greek stuff was going on and all this stuff. So we had to have the skills to pull off all of that stuff. I'm just glad my friend Howard told me when I got my job at the Ramada Inn as an assistant chef. I was like 19. I'm glad my friend Howard told me, hey man, you the stupidest I ever met in my life. You can be in Hollywood doing movies. You could be doing comedy specials. You could do da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm just glad that he did that because I believed him. Mm-hmm. And I went in a club one night, a strip club where he worked, the dirtiest thing you ever seen. And I went on, and
the rest is history.
The rest is history.
So from the strip
I missed that 10 years, right? People wasn't like really feeling my comedy.
I was going to ask you that though.
You know what I mean?
But they
weren't feeling my comedy, but they didn't have to because I'm feeling it because I got a mortgage and man, I'm out there at the clubs turning out, selling it out, and whatever. But I wasn't the flavor. But it wasn't my flavor. There's nothing better than being able to be in your own self and let a trend be the trend and whatever. But it's hard because you want to be accepted, right? So my wife came to me and she said, you know, you need to be more edgy. You know, all these people got edge. You know, Chris Rock comes and says the edge, and man, Dave Chappelle, you know, he's got edge, and you don't got no edge. You need to start really getting out there and really getting edgy. I said, man, that ain't for me. You know, that's not for me. I don't want that reaction from my comedy. I want, I want people like, you know, I'm gay, so what, you know, or I'm this, or I'm that, or I'm this, or I'm that. I've never been that cat deep inside, and that's a good thing for me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But I told her, why don't you look at, have you ever seen my, I asked her, have you ever seen my comedy special? She said, nah, not all the way through, really. And so she came back and she's like, oh, okay, you good. You good, because the era had to pass. You know, and ain't nobody trying to be like nobody else. You know, that never was my stilo. Is, you know, I like to hear people laugh, and I like to laugh. When that's going on, so what took place societally and in social media, and this whole thing called cancel culture came out of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because a couple of the groups of people got tired of being made fun of, so they made a big mess out of it and said, hey, man, if you do it and you do it, you gone.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, but it was an attack on you if you did it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like if a tiger joined society and he also all of a sudden could talk and go to school with us and blah, 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 and we were in the elevator with it, going up, and we asked him, hey, can you push floor 11? And he'd tell your ass, no, we're going to 12. And you ain't gonna do nothing because you're a tiger. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like the person that finally got accepted is like, yeah, now try me. You try to push another floor, you be scared to push the floor. You be like, I just want to get off this elevator with this tiger. You know what I mean?
Right.
He a little bit too close for comfort, man. And so that's what took place. But I was lucky in that I never did that. You might find a tape where I said something that was a little off to somebody or whatever, but I can sit there with that person and explain where I'm coming from in what I said. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Patti LaBelle, Luther Vandross, Anita Baker.
Mm-hmm.
Those are some of the iconics that you opened up for.
Those are all men. I'm just kidding. No, go ahead. No, I'm kidding. I started that and then look. So, go ahead.
As far as, did you ever, what was it like to be on stage with them in terms of doing your comedy? And also, was there a funny situation that you ever made them laugh, outside of the stage? Any funny moments with them, I should say.
Okay, so all of them thought I was funny. That was before In Living Color. I went on tour.
Patty gave you your break.
Yeah, but I know I was on tour with Patty and Anita and Luther before In Living Color came along, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they knew I was funny. But I said something about Luther. And I ain't know he ain't like it. So Kid, my best friend. So me and Luther used to talk all the time. He's my boy, And he came to my special. But I forgot something I said when he walked in the door, right? So I ain't hear from him for like 2 years. And I'm like calling him, Luther, where you at, man? What I do? Or whatever. So Kid called me and said, hey, man, I seen Luther in New York. I said, yeah, man, I ain't heard from him long. He said, he mad at you, boy. I said, what are you talking about? He said, he mad, man. You did the biscuit joke on him. I got a joke where, you look like a biscuit dispenser. So it's like,
I saw that.
Yeah. So it's like a professional pitcher.
Yeah.
With a sack of biscuits, doing a full-on pitch, and boom! Bah! It finally turns into a machine gun. All right, he didn't think that was, he think that was funny, man. You know what I mean? And so when I think about it, okay, cool. I'm like, dang, right? But I mean, some people just need to be able to take a joke too.
No, don't.
I got to go soon. I'm sitting in the Los Angeles Amphitheater at Universal, right? Concert. It's Prince. No, it's Luther, right? And we're in like the third row. Me, Kid, LL, like people that are like on the come. You know what I mean? In the front row is Arsenio, Chick Ray Leonard, Eddie Murphy, all the Magic, So Luther's on his last song. And he comes out and he says, man, I would just want to thank a friend of mine for coming. He can sing. This guy can do anything. He's an unbelievable comedian, And, there's the front row, right? And he said my name. And I stood up in front of everybody and everybody was clapping. And I ran back there, right? And I was like, man, why you do that? You know what I mean? I like bet to cry, man. I said, why you do it? He said, man, I couldn't stay mad at you, boy.
Nice.
This
Nice.
dope, man.
That's
That was
classic.
dope.
Classic story. Classic
Yeah,
story.
yeah,
man.
yeah.
indeed.
So the cancel culture, even though it was legit, because a lot of people got people that don't even know them off of their back or their bag about what they're into or whatever. Ain't none of your business, right? But it's not real. there's no way you can cancel culture because we are culture.
Exactly. Exactly.
So now do we come here in a place void of culture, right? Ain't a spice on a damn piece of food nowhere, right? Everybody dancing their ass off by the time we done. Everybody, they got new threads and what? Vernaculars and blah, 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 blah. And it ain't just us. Over on the islands, you knew a woman, no cry. We getting it. We all in it. We all in it. Ain't no cancel culture. There's just culture.
No doubt. It's our culture.
Exactly.
Yeah.
One thing about culture, though, you're always pushing things forward with your ability to listen.
Hey, man.
And your ability to listen is by imitating new artists or new celebrities. So who are the ones that you've been working on as of lately?
I ain't had to. But it's the hard part about me with impressions, it just happens one day. So I got to wait. It's like, it's like it's hard to find a good peach. You can feel good, and you get home and you like, this one dry too. You know what I mean? You got to just keep, you got to just keep going. But maybe this one, and you finally one day you get home and, you know what I mean? you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's what was the question again? That was really good.
So who was the last maybe artist or celebrity that you tried to?
Right. So with my impressions, it's not something that I work on. Let me do this. I have to hear it enough. My mind has to hear it enough that it just happens. It's as random as that peach. You got to go to the grocery store and say, man, I ain't getting that. Nah, I'm gonna try again, and then finally you get it, right? So the ones I get, I can do so well, but I gotta wait on the next one.
Who would the last one be?
Barack Obama was a good one. And one of those, the thing about him is first of all, it caught me totally off guard. I'm not thinking anything. And all of a sudden, I'm feeling this guy and his whole cadence, the way he talks. And it doesn't sound black or white. It sounds somewhere in the middle. But he can take something that sounds presidentially and governmentally important, but it don't mean a damn thing. For instance, Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. Okay, they're part of an essential breakfast. And they're part of the breakfast when you see the box on the commercial. Because you see a carafe of orange juice, you see the bowl of Kellogg's Frosted Flakes, and it's a carafe of orange juice, a carafe of milk, a bunch of bananas, a couple of apples, and a couple of oranges. So it's part of that breakfast. I mean, it ain't nothing without it. So when you now, if you look at the tiger, Tony the Tiger, now that's fly, and he's got a little bandana. It's a blue one. Doesn't make him a Crip at all. But the good thing about Tony can relate to children. And he can do anything children can do. I mean, he can hang glide and skateboard and ride a bike and all that stuff. Nothing like Michael Jackson. That's a long story. But so not only are they a part of Mother Central Breakfast, but Tony the Tiger has got a little fashion going on there. A little fashion as well. And Kellogg's Frosted Flakes are great. Yeah, man. Yeah, so once I got it, Rocky, I want to talk to you. Yeah, is that right? You want to talk to me?
Yeah, I just thought I'd come by and...
Okay. Well, what are you talking about?
I just thought that...
Look to me like you look at my house, Mick. Mick, why you look around my house, Mick? My house stink. It stinks, Mick! I never asked you for no favors. Ask me to fight the fight. I want to fight the fight. You want to be there? Huh? You don't think I know what's going on, Mick? People are wanting my phone number now, Mick. Used to come down the gym. I couldn't even get a locker. Mick! Now you want me to fight the fight? I'll fight the fight. My face kicked in. You want to be there, Mick? Want to see me with my face kicked in? Okay, so
Hold on, one more before you go. Do you got some Sammy Davis in you?
Yes. One of the things I love about Sam is, first of all, his jaw hook. It was kind of if you're walking by a salmon stream and there was a bear grabbing him with bare knuckles, I can catch one with my jaw. Just be wiggling like a son of a bitch. So,
Tom, we appreciate you.
Yeah,
I know
we
you got to
appreciate
go,
you,
but I
man.
also know for a
y'all
fact
had me up here 3 hours, boy.
Yeah, man.
you're a huge football fan, though.
Yes.
So we're in trouble right now. The
Oh,
Baltimore
Lord.
Ravens are in trouble.
Yeah, well,
So
we can talk about it.
we need some advice
Okay.
from Tommy Davidson to the Baltimore Ravens. How can we get out this hole? What do we got to do?
Start giving Henry the ball.
Okay. What else?
Start giving him the ball.
You heard it.
If you had Michael Jordan, would you leave him on that sideline any quarter in his playoff game? So then why are they trying to win a game that they needed and Henry's over here? You already got that dog in the middle. Number 4 is the junk. The coach is the bomb. The D is there. They got everything but a moose. They could have learned that when Pittsburgh played Phoenix in the Super Bowl and they left Edwin James on the sideline. And he's a dog. How you gonna get a dog and then don't use a dog? Even a white woman ain't scared of no dog. White woman, the only woman in the world that can see a dog by itself and walk towards it. They won't even listen to. They won't listen to black people. Ma'am, something wrong with that dog. Shut up! You know, dog looking at her like. That dog gonna bite you. Shut up! He's alone. Even black people know what the dog trying to say. You know, y'all better come get it. Y'all better come get it. I'm gonna tear their ass. Okay, white woman, the only woman in the world. Okay, that think if she wiggle her hand, the dog ain't gonna bite him. So she coming up to the dog, about to touch his nose. You know, and dog. And every black person that's standing around there, ma'am, I wouldn't. You wouldn't, I'm gonna do it. She getting so close to the dog getting scared. Maybe the bitch got a gun. Got yourself a gun. Got yourself a gun. Got yourself a gun. Okay.
Tommy Davidson, man, the legend, the comedic icon.
Threw some Nas in there on y'all.
Thank you, brother. We
There.
appreciate you.
Got yourself gun.
Rap Attack official, man. Tommy Davidson, AJ Showtime, DJ Twisted. Yes.
You tell me I'm wrong. You tell me I'm wrong. They left Henry on the sideline. That's all they needed to do was run him, man. They had no responsibilities but to get after Jack. Right?
Oh, man. Said,
You ain't see Nightmare Christmas?
yes, sure.
Yeah.
Hey, man, they needed Jack. When Jack came back, you know, when Jack gone to the Christmas thing, they come looking for him. Something's wrong with Jack. You know? Yeah. They needed Jack back.
Something's wrong with Jack.
Yeah. The mayor, fell down the steps. You know what I mean?
Something's wrong with Jack.
Something's wrong with Jack.
Yo.
Oh, my God.
I got kids, man.
Tommy, thank you so much. We appreciate you. But yeah, please.
Great interview.
Rap Attack.